There are a number of different suns within close proximity to each other, and I'm talking within 35 light years or so, that each of these different suns could support life if there was a planet there that would support life. Some of these planets have been terraformed by another race much, much older than ourselves. And upon these different worlds there is life. On some of the worlds there's life that looks vastly different than we look. Some of these people are short, dark, covered with hair, but they're highly intelligent. Some of these people are short and hairless and are actually perhaps a combination of reptile and insect of some sort. Very, very strange to hear, but in a universe of possibilities, not that unlikely. I received this crystal ball when I was 28 years old. I'm 42 now. It was given to me by a woman who said that she was an ET and spent a great deal of time with me, and there were witnesses present, teaching me how to use it and what to do with it. What I've found that it is capable of is a number of things, the most important of which is to help other people to achieve a higher state of awareness. The other things that the ETs taught me had to do with healing, and this healing takes the form of a person who is very sick, perhaps deathly ill, perhaps not even expected to live. The people I work on generally have AIDS and cancers, sometimes children with very serious childhood diseases. And because of what I've learned from them, from the ETs, I'm able to manipulate the energy that flows through me and through them in a simple process of using my expanded consciousness and moving it through them, and these people get better. That's one of the reasons. I'm the bass player in a band called UFO, and the reason for the music is that all the people in the band believe that music is part of the scheme of things in helping to people achieve a higher state of consciousness, a higher state of awareness. And by using the music and the light as the carrier, we can project the feelings of love and the feelings of wellness out into our audience and heal people on many different levels using the music. Many times after we've performed our shows, I've been approached by people who were at the show, and I've been told that there were great changes that took place within them as they were listening to the music. Not just on a superficial level. There have been a few people who were deathly ill that came just to hear the music and walked away without anything wrong with them at all. The history of the band is as follows. The UFO band was conceived a little over 3 years ago by myself and Susan Gordon and Jim Delatoso, and we committed ourselves to doing this as a project. Susan Gordon is from Vancouver. She was approached by the ETs and told how important the music would be and could be and what it could be used for. All three of us are contactees or have had very abnormal experiences. Susan Gordon is a specialist in using light and color and sound as a healing therapy, has been very successful in treating illnesses with this. She's our drummer, and she plays a set of synthesized drums. Jim Delatoso is known worldwide as the person who tested the Billy Myers photos for authenticity. He also tested the Shroud of Turin for authenticity. He's also the developer of a very complicated computer program that allows these companies to send video over telephone lines. He's also previously the keyboardist for the Moody Blues. And then there's myself, the resident ET of the band. I play a bass guitar designed by PV. It's called a cyber bass, and it's a MIDI controlling guitar, a bass guitar. I take people on exotic adventures into Peru, and the reason why we go there is because Peru has an energy about it that is not to be found anyplace else. The people that come with me discover a great deal about themselves and also a great deal about how to manipulate energies and how to achieve higher awareness. Yeah, the trip is a 2-week excursion that starts in the Amazon basin. We're there for, I think, 4 or 5 days, and then from there we go into the Andes Mountains. We're looking for shamanism, psychic phenomena, UFOs, ETs, lost cities, ancient mysteries, all the things that you'll bump in the night.
How what are your people called? The name of your people?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know what their name
Is there a name
is.
of where you came from?
Yes, the planet, as it was related to me, the name of the planet is called Lanulos.
And where is that located again?
It's a planet that is around a sun that we know on Earth as Tau Ceti.
Does our government knows of this planet's existence?
I'm sure they must.
I mean, have they seen it? Can we see it? Has it been photographed?
No, I don't think so. Perhaps the Hubble Space Telescope has photographed it, though. I really can't say. I've never seen any photographs of it from here, although I have seen pictures of it while with the ETs who visited me as a child.
Does it look like Earth?
It's very similar. It has its similarities. There are a few differences. The oceans are actually over more of the land, over more of the planet than the land is. There are some places where the oceans are full of this type of a lily that at the same time every year it goes into bloom and the colors are just quite vivid. There are differences that you might expect one world to another, but it isn't anything very severe. It's a very nice place.
Are there other similar species?
You mean besides Earth people?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, you find similarities there between a lot of the plant and the animal life. So yeah, there's not that huge a difference. There are things that aren't here that are in South America. There are things that are on this other world that aren't here at all. So you have your differences. Even as remote as this world is, you still have a lot of similarities too. I couldn't say how many people are here that are from my world because it was not part of the plan for us to know one or the other. The idea was that if we did happen to find out, take this as a scenario. Let's say that if everyone in this room suddenly found out for a fact that you were from this other world, what a nice exclusive club we would have. And we could gripe at each other about all the inconsistencies this world has to offer. We would finally take our focus off why we came here and focus upon each other, not accomplishing anything. So the plan was that we don't know one from the other so that we can set about to achieve what we came here to achieve. And as we get to a point to where we really understand and we're really in balance with who we are and why we're here, then the other people who are around us, who are just like ourselves, will also start waking up. And as they do, we'll know each other. And we won't have a need to complain to each other or exhibit any of the traits that we may have learned earlier in life while living here. I really couldn't say how long I'm going to live here, except I figure I'll be here until I die. That could be a very long time, or it may be next week. Actually, I guess I'm being facetious. I know I'm going to be around for a while. I'm not going to die next week or next month. I'm going to be here until at least long after 2011, because 2011 is the point of demarcation. That's how much time we've got between now and to then.
Meaning?
Well, if things are going to change, they're going to have to change within the next few years. Between 1992 and 2011 is an 18-year period. And in this 18-year period, that's when everyone wakes up, that's when all the changes can take place, and that's when the world can enter a period of peace. Now, that period of peace can mean that the world can be at peace without people upon it, at least any great numbers, or the world can live in peace, the people one to another. And it's the responsibility of those of us who have come here to try and help with the process of that peace. And if that peace does not succeed, then for those people who are left afterwards, people like myself will be here to help them to survive, because we've been taught how to survive under those circumstances.